Hi everyone, Shraddha here, and this video is related to nature's craft. Now what nature's craft is, I'm not sure if you guys are aware or not, but it's something that you can practice in order to create balance in your life. As the name itself says, nature's craft. So all the things like fire, air, water, earth, sky, all these five basic aspects that are available for all of us as a human being, how can we use these things and create a better life for us? These practices are more for oneself and not for creating any kind of differences in anyone else's life. In this video, I'm going to unbox my own kit of nature's craft so that you can create your own, and you can also start practicing in order to create peace in your life, in order to create a better lifestyle, in order to boost up your confidence and overall, make something much more worth or maybe worthy in your life. I'm sorry. In this video, I'm going to, as I said, I'm going to unbox my own kit. So there are going to be a lot of things in that, and these are going to be like exciting, cute things. I'm going to come up with my nature's craft series, in which I'm going to tell how you can utilize these things and in what ways you can use it for your own self. So without any delay, let's just start unboxing. So that's the kit that I have, and these are the contents, but shortly I'll show you one by one and how you can utilize it in your lifestyle in many ways. So now I'm going to show one by one what all things are there in this and how best. So I'm going to unbox, and I have already showed you there are a lot of things that's gonna come across. So let's start. The first thing that I would want to explain before starting with the unboxing is why you should do this. That's the first thing. Why you should do something known as nature's craft. Why you should practice this. I'm sorry. How can that help you, or how will this particular unboxing is going to create a difference in your life, or how this watching this video can give you some kind of insights or can bring any kind of change in your life. This is something that I want to explain first, because the contents that are there, that I'll show it to you, and I would explain you how you can use those things. But before starting with telling all the contents or displaying all the things that I use, I want to tell you why you should do this. With the modern age life that we are living, with the kind of things that we are facing, whether it is related to our career, whether it is related to our relationship, or whether it is related to health, we all will have to accept one fact, that the touch of nature is totally gone out of 100%, which maybe our parents must have had, or maybe our grandparents must have had. We are not a part of that for a fact, because of the modern age life that we are living. We don't get the best of the best food outside. We are mostly eating preservatives. We don't get the best of the best air. We don't get we are not getting things that actually a human deserves to, because of the lifestyle that we have created. All right, even if you go towards the village side, if you don't want to just consider the city side, even if you see the village side, I still feel that the essence of nature is totally gone from our life. This medium, this practice will help you to get in touch with the nature again, and that's why I call it nature's craft. As I said, it's one's choice and it is for oneself. So it is about you, how you take it, what you want to do, and how you take it forward. With that, I'm going to start again, and I want to tell you that it's all about what the nature is offering. So how can we reconnect with the nature? The whole concept of this practice is going back to the roots. All right, now starting with the unboxing, the first thing that I want to show is one of the soap that I got recently. It's a moon soap, and it looks like this. It's a vanilla soap. Now you will say, how can soap helps us to go back to the nature? So let me just tell you, this is a pure vanilla soap, and it has I mean, when you buy the soap, it's usually extremely hard, and it's extremely difficult for us to understand you know, whether it's something that's going to really help us, whether it's made with natural products or not. How to identify I'm sorry, that thing is when you press the soap, if it's pressed, now you can see it's like this. If I press this, see, a dent comes into it without adding water. I don't know if you all can see this. So I've just pressed it and a dent has come in it. I'll add a, see, you can see that there is a dent in it now just because I pressed it. Anytime you see any soap which is made by pure ingredients, it will have this kind of quality. Why we should use certain things like these? Because you're actually using something which is pure, and maybe it will be a little expensive, but at the end of the day, if you want everything that suits your taste, even your soul needs certain things which suits its taste. So this is one of the things that I have now. As I said, fire, air, water, earth and sky is something that you know, that we have to get in touch with. This is one of the product which gets or maybe comes in a part of air, because at the end of the day it gets in touch with our skin, and the whole thing you know, can be calculated in an air manner, so it really energizes oneself. The another product that I have is related to water. This is a sea salt, blue ocean sea salt that I have. You can use this in order to get the essence of water, pure water. The next thing that I have is Himalayan sea salt. Himalayan pink salt, and Himalayan pink salt is good to eat. It is good to use it as a refreshing bath. You can utilize this with any kind of cream that you use for your hands and feet. You can, because it's like very minute in nature, the quality is extremely minute, so you can mix it with that and you can use it. This can be used to keep the evil eye off as well. So you know, you can use it for, you know, you can put it in a pouch or something, and you can keep it near the door, or you can keep it in the bag or anywhere, because it keeps the negative energy away from any human being, because that's the kind of power this salt has. Now the next thing that I have is some essence. It's actually dofta, but you can actually use these are dry flowers. You can use it to keep at your home or at a certain place where you spend a lot of time. Like, I'm somebody who's always you know, next to one corner of the bed where I keep all night lamp, everything. So if you can keep it there in any place where you sit. Some people like to spend a lot of time in study table, some people like to spend a lot of time in dining table, people who are foodie. So in that case, you know, you can keep it there as well. The smell, again, this also acts as one of the air element, because with the air you get the fragrance, and these are dried flowers. There is some concentrated smell in that, but not 100%. So I like it, so you know, you can also use it. The other thing that I have is rosemary, and this can be used to prepare any dish. First of all, you can eat it also. You can burn it as well, but the smell is going to be something, as I said, now it's gonna, you know, energize. It's not going to solve the purpose of the taste buds. Like, you might not enjoy the smell, but it is healthy, it is good, it helps. Okay, rosemary is known for many benefits that ways, but in our day-to-day life, I don't think so that a lot of people use it, but I think it's one of the good choice to keep around. Not a lot of it, maybe I think this much. If you buy this pack, and if you're somebody who doesn't use it a lot also, it will last for more than a year. So it's not a bad choice. A black thread is always good to keep any kind of negativity away. How should I explain this? How does a black thread works? So anytime you use a black thread and maybe you tie it on your hands, or maybe on your legs, or maybe on your neck, anywhere, what happens is this thread actually helps you to keep any evil eye away, is what I think majority of us would know. But how does it help is something that I want to explain. Color black has an energy of absorbing anything. No, I'm saying something wrong. Okay, color black has the ability of giving its shadow to somebody. White has the energy to take anything. Black gives its energy. All right, so whenever you see anything black, if you're wearing a black cloth also, clothes also, I'm sorry, or if you're carrying a black cloth also, it has a tendency of giving its energy. All right, color therapy wise, whenever we see black, or whenever any kind of black dressing, like how I'm dressed right now, or maybe a black thread is with us, what it does is it just fades away, because it gives its energy. It fades away the energy which is coming to us. So anytime it says that whenever you're wearing a black thread, it really helps you to keep any kind of evil eye. Along with that, now I'll give you much more relevant reason, and one of that is that whenever you wear it anywhere, you have a vein, again it gives its energy. It tries to settle down the situation. See, certain things might sound very different for you, because you might have not heard about it, or you're not, you've never seen all of those things. But what I want to say here is that even if it may sound new to your ear, it does help, it does exist, and it does work for a lot of people. And if that's happening, I'm pretty sure there is something to it. So all I want to say is, with black thread there is a lot of debate, and I've actually, because one of my friend, he had a lot of questions about black thread, that I find it as a joke, or I think it's meaningless, or it is stupid. So there's a lot of debate, and I went online to check that, because he's the only person who disagreed with the black thread. So I was very cautious before getting it into my kit. So I went online and I checked, and I read few articles also. There are many who disagree to the fact, there are many who agree to it. It is a personal choice for sure. Everything is a personal choice for that matter. But all I want to say is that black thread does help you. It helps color therapy wise, because it gives its energy. If you're putting it in your body, black actually gives you an energy, and black is not a negative color. Black has a lot of potential in its own way. That's the maximum that I can say about black thread. But again, yes, it is something that helps you out. This also acts as the air, it also supports the air element, because it's all about connecting with the situation and creating the best solution for your own self. Coming to the next thing, I have a little bottle, an empty bottle, or container, or whatever you want to call. Why do I have this is, I'm going to write certain notes and I'm going to put inside this. Now why I'm going to do that, because when you think that you've practiced something and you want to collect those notes with yourself, those are the ones which are the proven notes I'm going to collect. You can also have one of the bottle to keep some of the notes that you think, okay, I've practiced this today, this is what it turn out to be as a day, and it was actually what I asked for from the nature, and it worked out. So it's just to keep that. The next thing that I have, it's just a tissue paper, so just let that be. I have a candle. It's now you will say I was talking about nature. Now candle has all essence in it which are not necessarily nature oriented, but now we are not talking about air, I am more talking about fire. Now a light will come into picture, fire will come into picture when I will light this. You can meditate, you can increase your focus by concentrating on any type of candle. You necessarily don't need a scented candle, you can have any kind of candle for that, but I chose this, so you can have anything that you like. So this one I got from IKEA only, yes, and it has a lot of fragrance in it and that I like, but the main purpose is to meditate, to focus onto things, and yes, it does give a good look also to the house if you want to put it across at many places, or maybe at the center where you eat food, or maybe candlelight dinner or whatever. That is also one way of seeing it. The other thing that I have are the incense. हिंदी में धूप बोलते हैं इसको. So again, this solves two purpose. It comes, or it brights up two elements. One is the fire element and the second one is air. Again, these are made, I have different this one, I'm sorry what I'm saying, I have different type of incense in this. Some are rose, some are sandalwood, some are the basic made by basic charcoal, or the basic elements that they use to make this particular product. These are really cool. I like it. It gives a different kind of energy, and it does create a different vibe for sure. So that is also something that I've made a box. This was a, I don't know, some chocolate cake or some box. I made it like this. This is not the original box of the incense, but yeah, this is something that I have. Along with all this, I have this also. This is scent again. Attar is what people call it. This is not from India, first of all, but yeah, I have this. This again acts with the air element, so you can just apply it. And these are not perfume, first of all. Don't get confused between a perfume and an attar, because perfume is something the fragrance goes off, because it's not made, as I said, not 100% original product. There are a lot of chemicals in it. Attar is not made by chemical. This is 100% concentration of whatever flavor you look for, whether it is rose or there are different you get rose and then jasmine, and different attar comes in market. These are very high concentrative. These are much more effective. Again, it depends. For certain people, attar is not a great choice, but for some it is. So I am not very religiously using it, but I do use it sometime, because it actually eases the brain. Again, I said this is an air element material, so in order to create yourself or sharpening yourself, you can actually do use something like this. Coming to the next thing that I have is a dried rose. Again, like you saw this dovka, right? I'm planning to make my own. So whenever I have flowers or anything, I'm gonna keep collecting them, and I want to see, actually I want to see what's the difference of collecting an actual dried flower and what we get in the market. What is the difference? And I'll definitely share a video about this, but this is something that I'm going to do very soon. Along with that, I have a small this thing also, in which I'm going to put the incense. So this is a small claudron kind of a thing, so that is there. I have my cards. There are some practice cards, so I'm going to use these. Along with that, I have some many of you will like this. I have an alcohol bottle with me. This is not to drink. First of all, it's not to drink. It's to use. Why should I use alcohol? That would be a big question in everyone's mind. Basically, alcohol for consumption definitely is not good. It's never good, but who listens that ways? But this one is for practice. What kind of practice? Again, whenever you want to cleanse anything, okay, when I want to practice my cards, okay, or when I want to concentrate, maybe from this candle, okay, to cleanse the area spirit is used. Okay, now you can use a medicated spirit also for that, or you can use a spirit bottle. Anything is okay. But the difference is with medicated spirit that you get outside, first of all, it is not accessible for a lot of people, for a fact that you have to have some prescription. Because I went to buy that spirit also, but they said that you won't get it. I don't know what is the reason. So this was easily available for me, so I got this. If you have contacts, or if you know somebody who can get it for you, then you can have that also. Spirit is just to cleanse the area wherever you're going to start, because this immediately withdraws the whole atmosphere, that is for sure. This is one of the way of cleansing an area, not only with the germs or whatever, but with a lot of other factors that matters when you do any kind of cleansing. All right. Excuse me. Next thing that I have is an owl. It's a candle holder actually, but I'm gonna collect some sand in this very soon. I'm planning to collect sand, but I've not visited anywhere so far, so I'm gonna put some sand permanent in this. And sand basically helps you to so how will I explain this? So any temperature that is there, sand accumulates that. Alright, but sand has its own temperature control as well. Now how will I explain this? So anytime I keep sand in this and I leave it in this room, and this room's AC is on, so then the temperature of the sand will automatically change. But the moment I switch off the AC, again the temperature will change. It actually acquires the temperature of wherever it has been placed. Okay, that's not the case with water, that's not the case with a lot of other elements, but sand has that kind of property. And how can I use sand? Anytime you keep maybe a finger in the sand, or maybe you're sitting in the sand, you will notice this. If you're going to a beach and you sit in the sand, you feel exhausted very easily. It's not only because of the beach that you're sitting, because of the water, it's because of the sand also. So sand has a property of energizing a human being, and in various ways you can use it. I'm going to collect a little sand only, so I'm going to use it likewise. Maybe I'll keep it in the palm, I'll meditate, keep it back. So it's up to you how you want to use it. But sand is actually, there's no sand right now, but I'm going to keep it. That's why I'm doing like this. So you can actually have some sand and you can keep it with yourself. All right. Coming to the next thing that I have is this is just fashion, huh? This has nothing to do with what I'm saying. So I just have a cup and a saucer, and I'm going to have some black coffee or maybe green tea in that, and I have a small badge which says basic witch, but yeah, that has nothing to do with, it's not necessary that you collect. This is also not necessary. This is just a pouch. I'm gonna put some pebbles inside this. How I will use it, that again I can't explain, that it's very difficult. This box that I have has the most important thing. I'll show it to you. I don't know if I can show it to you or not. Okay, this is okay. So these are all the incense, or maybe all the essential oils, which gives a lot of fragrance. And I have a stone in this, which is an amethyst. I'll show you how it looks like. So this is the stone that I have. This is a cluster stone. It's a geode. So this is how an amethyst looks like. You can see that, isn't that pretty? See, this is an original one. So amethyst is known for increasing your psychic energy. It is known for energizing your unconscious mind basically. There are different stones available in market. You can use it for different purposes, wherever and however you want to use it. My domain is all psychology, and I like knowing what's there in for future. I read tarot cards, I do numerology, I do charm casting, the other things. So that's what I like. So that's how I got this. Now you can go and search what stone you like, and definitely stone should be a part of your kit, because that is like a direct
contact with an energy. Okay, now certain essence that I have, I will show that to you as well. So this is a lavender oil. This acts two ways. Okay, there are other oils also that I have jasmine, then I have rose. So I don't know why this isn't working. Okay, so I have different ones. Okay, I'll show it to you. So now these ones will act in two ways. One is air, of course, because of the fragrance. The other one is skin. Okay, so with the skin also, these also, so where is that thing? Attar doesn't work with the skin, all right, but this one does. Okay, this is good for blood circulation. Why I'm saying skin? Because it gets in touch directly with the body. These oils, when you put it in your body, it creates a different kind of vibe for sure because of the fragrance and everything, but blood circulation also changes. So this is also something that you can use for nature's craft, for your own body. Whenever you think of making your own kit, you can actually add these things as well. Some things that I have are tissues, because anytime you do any kind of practice of nature's craft, every time you cannot put a new cloth because it's going to get dirty. So some tissues for that. There's actually a wheel in that and I really like it. Next is I have a diary, and it's a small diary and a pen, and I'm gonna note down every type of practice that I am doing, and I will definitely come up with something that's gonna help you all. Anything that is proven to be successful is what I'm going to put across in the videos, so that you all also can do that. And lastly, I have a mirror. Mirror is also known as one of you know, the way to get in touch with your unconscious mind. When you talk to yourself in the mirror, it is something else. Okay, people call you mad. I know people say it's a weird activity, but it does give you a lot of confidence, because you get in touch with your unconscious mind when you talk to the mirror. Mirror has the ability to, you know, get in touch with something that you cannot get in a day-to-day life. All right, so this was my kit, and thank you so much for watching my video. Again, I just want to say one thing, that this unboxing I have done so that you get to know how you can create your own kit. It is not necessary all the things that I have you should have exactly those things the way I have, but again, whatever things that you think are missing, or maybe you want to promote, like I want to promote things on a very psychological level, so I'm going to practice likewise. Maybe there is something else that you want to promote in your life, and you can create a kit likewise. All right, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed the video with all the things, and you got a little knowledge of how you can do things when it comes to nature's craft. I'm going to come up with more video wherein I'm going to tell what to be done with these things, and maybe more in-depth meaning to how it helps you and how it works for you. That's gonna come maybe in you know, maybe in some months, because it will take time for me to practice. Nevertheless, thank you so much once again for watching the video, and take care of yourself. I will see you soon in the coming